Yes! September 9. This is when the new iPhones are coming. And I'm super excited. I am really excited. It's a day earlier than we expected. We were thinking it's going to arrive on September 10, but it's arriving on September 9. Apple has just sent out the invites for the Apple event that is going to happen in September 9th this year, and we are getting iPhone 16, 16 Plus, 16 Pro, 16 Pro Max. Then we are getting new AirPods, we are getting new Apple Watches, and we are getting a deep dive into iOS 18 on all the devices and Apple Intelligence, obviously, and yeah, it's gonna be a packed event, and I'm super hyped for it. What's up, Lollipop? My name is Joe, and in today's video, Apple has just sent out the invite, and the invite is actually beautiful. It looks really nice. I like the animation of the Apple logo. It resembles a little bit the Apple Intelligence vibe, or like a Siri converting into the new Apple Intelligence Siri. Even though iOS 18 is not going to have Apple Intelligence, iOS 18.1 will have Apple Intelligence. That is going to be coming for us sometime in October, I think. But nonetheless, I think this event is going to have a lot of features, a lot of Apple Intelligence features to show off, because we are getting the new iPhones. As I said, 16, 16 Plus, 16 Pro, and 16 Pro Max. These are Apple's new flagship devices, or two of them are flagship devices, two of them are base devices, and this is the time we're saying goodbye to iPhone 15 Pro Max and 15 Pro. Thank you very much. It was good to know you guys, but it's done. They're not going to manufacture it anymore. Whatever is left is iPhone 14, 14 Plus, maybe. No, 14 Plus, no. iPhone 14, 15, 15 Plus, 16, 16 Plus, 16 Pro, 16 Pro Max. So 7 models are staying. Apple is going to be showing us all the new features. I've talked about them. I've talked about the rumors on what's going to be, happening with the iPhones this year. iPhone 16 and 16 Plus are going to have a rearranged camera so they can, shoot 3D videos. The Pro models are going to have a new capture button, like a tap to capture button that you can use to immediately access your camera, and it's going to be like a DSLR camera or button that you push a little bit, it's going to focus, and then you push harder, it's going to take the photo. So interesting. I like it. It kind of frees up my my action button, which is great. Other than that, there is smaller improvements coming to the iPhone 16 lineup from the 15. So we are getting maybe a little bit bigger iPhone 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max. Then the screen is not really going to change. If you are interested on a detailed dive on what is changing with the iPhone 16 and 16 Pros this year from the previous year, then check out my other video. It's linked down in the description. You're not going to miss it. What we also are getting is new Apple Watches. Every year we get the new Apple Watch. Every year it's freaking boring, but every year Apple Watch is the best-selling watch in the world. People are buying this up like it's compulsory, They go, they're like, oh, I have to buy it because it's Apple Watch and I have to buy it. It's kind of true. It's the best watch out there and the best health tracker out there and the best everything out there. This year there was a lot of speculation that there's going to be a big redesign because this is the 10th generation Apple Watch. Sadly, no. It might be a little bit slimmer, it might be a little bit bigger, it might be a little bit different, but no, it's not going to be different. It's going to be exactly the same. There were rumors that even the bands are not going to be compatible from last year to this year. But I think Apple's not going to do that. There's such a huge band ecosystem out there that although after 10 years, maybe you can change up your band game a little bit. For iPhone accessory makers, that's going to be really cool because then, they're going to be selling a lot more bands as everyone's going to be buying new bands. But I don't think they're going to do that. It's nothing special. What they were saying is that there might be new health sensors. So there might be a new blood pressure sensor. It's going to be checking your sleep apnea. But, this ring over here, this checks my sleep apnea. So, and this doesn't. This is an Apple Watch Ultra. So I understand that these things are coming to the Apple Watch. It's kind of a compulsory update. There is a rumor that there's going to be the standard Series 10, then there's going to be a Series S or Series SE and the Ultra 3. Now, what kind of upgrades are coming to these devices? I don't know yet. There has been speculation that the SE is going to get like a plastic housing or case. Kind of interesting. They want to make it cheaper and more accessible to people. That sounds awesome. I don't know if they're going to go through with it though. It's kind of gives me iPhone 5C vibes. What is actually a pretty cool idea and is very Apple-like is that they're going to be rolling out 2 new AirPods, and both of them are AirPods 4, and not the Pro, just the 4. And there's going to be a base AirPods 4, and there's going to be an AirPods 4 with noise cancellation. The one with the noise cancellation is going to be a little bit more expensive, but it's going to be at a non-Pro price. So it's going to be cheaper than a Pro. You're going to have noise cancellation in there, but it's going to be the base model 4. It's kind of complicated. You know what I'm seeing over here? It's kind of similar to what's happening in the iPad lineup and the Mac lineup, that there's going to be an AirPods 4, AirPods Air, which is going to be like a lower version or lower quality version, or like a sub version from the Pro that have some of the Pro features but not all of them. And then there's going to be AirPods Pro. So 3 tiers. I think this is where AirPods are going. This is where they're going next. So you have a very budget version to go into. You have the Air, which is the mid tier, and then you have the Pro, which is for professionals. So yeah, these are all interesting. These are going to be the products that are going to be announced. Then after that, we are going to get a deep dive into iOS 18 with Apple Intelligence. And obviously, or maybe not after that, but since they leave the iPhones always to the end, I think it's going to happen with the iPhones. They're going to show us a lot of things about iOS 18, and there are going to be new AI features in there for sure. New AI features just exclusive to the iPhone 16 lineup. Because why? Because Apple needs to sell phones, and this is a way they can sell the new iPhone 16. Although, because iPhone 15 and 15 Plus does not run Apple Intelligence, I think the lower tier iPhones are going to see a substantial number of upgrades this year. So iPhone 14s and 13s are going to be upgrading now to iPhone 16. So this might not be a Pro year, this might be a base model year. Apart from that, all phones, because Apple Intelligence is coming, all phones are going to have 8 gigabytes of RAM, which is cool, which is awesome. Although we don't really talk much about how much RAM an iPhone has. We don't really need to talk about that. All of them have great performance. And talking about performance, A18 chip, A18 and A18 Pro for the Pro models. They are going to be boring. I don't know. I mean, whenever I use my phone, I never think, wow, my iPhone 15 Pro Max has a Pro chip in there. No, I can do everything I want. I can play games. I mean, last year they really announced they really focused on gaming. Not much happened, to be honest, even though some games came out on iPhone. I don't see a big market for it. I think what they need is the chip to be a little bit more stronger. They need gaming on the MacBook somehow. And then when that's done, scrap that. You know what they need? They need an Apple TV with a controller, kind of like a Nintendo Switch rival that can run games. And when they have that at a good price, that's when Apple is going to get into gaming, because the games that are going to be running on Apple TV, which should be called Apple Console or something, Apple Home System, Apple Home Entertainment System, something like that. When the games are going to be running on Apple TV, then those games are going to be compatible with your iPhone. So you start playing on your Apple TV, and then you can just continue on your iPhone. That's a good idea. That's where they need to go. That's how they can enter into gaming, I think, being like a console, not through gaming on an iPhone. Although iPhone gaming is strong and it's one of the most popular ways of gaming is mobile gaming. Yeah, I got sidetracked. September 9, iPhones are coming. September 9 is the event. September 13, you can pre-order the devices. And then September 20 is when we are going to have it in our hand. I'm going to have it in my hand, and I'm going to show it to you guys. I'm going to review it, test it, first impressions, unboxing, everything that you want to see on this channel right over here. So don't forget to subscribe if you want to see those things. And, thank you for watching. Bye.